Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new week, new episode of Rough Draft. We are back in Middle Earth, baby. We have The Hobbit is finally here. This is a set that I've been looking forward to for quite some time. I think a lot of people know that Tolkien's works are very near and dear to me. I love Lord of the Rings. So I'm very excited. It's very wholesome. I like this set a lot. The cards are great. I've had a great experience so far with opening a couple of packs in person, but I haven't done any sealed, so I'm really looking forward to this. And Hunter's calling me a nerd already. Perfect. Except he misspelled it. Bad job, Hunter. Before we get into drafting, I figured we would open up some of the packs that I acquired. Arena always gives you 3 for free. And then I just spent a ton of gold on buying some other packs because there are some decks that I do want to build in Constructed for this. We've got Hunter in chat, of course. We've got Evelyn. Very glad to see Evelyn here. We've got Disciple of Bolus. Glad to have you. I will, of course, be trying to force Rakdos if possible. That's what I'm here for. So let's go ahead and open these. We're going to do pack by pack because it is a new set. Let me actually first adjust this here to help my poor computer. Okay, so we've got Gandalf, Vow to Erebor, Ragged Short Spear, Thorin's Last Stand, Plunder, Iron Hills Blacksmith. And we've got Jazz in chat. Thank you, Jazz, for showing up. Glad to always have you here. Well, okay. And we have got the Queen of Dale. Someone tell Peace I can't give it to him because it's digital, but we got it. One more pack. Well, we're just going to go through all of these. Or Well-Worn Spatula, best card in the set. I'm telling you now. Gundabat Opportunist is good. Thorin Oakenshield is really good. Hunter says, I was literally about to type that I hope you open her to rub it in his face. If we can draft her. We got a rare wild card. All right. Gollum Silent Stinker. Haha. Bard the Bowman. Pretty good. And we got Bolg's Company. Cool card. Does what goblins want to do. Sack them. Want to die. All right, got Keeley the Resourceful, the impersonation of Pure Steel Paladin. Pretty cool. We got Confusticate and Babother. This is one of the hardest to say cards because I keep thinking it's Confiscate. It's not, it's Confusticate. Be bother. Got Chief Warg's Company. Troop of Ponies. Yes. Through the Forest Gate. Someone let Ian know. This is the last of our normal packs, and we got 2 mythic packs. I still don't know what mythic packs are in this game. Someone let me know. Radagast of Rosgobel. Like, is it guaranteed you'll get a mythic? Is it like the same effect as the collector booster? Maybe so. We got Dancing from Dark to Dawn, one of my favorite arts of the set. Very good. Very good stuff. Isha Hannigan. Good job. And last mythic pack before we get into drafting. We're not even going to do standard. We're just getting straight into drafting. What if Pure Steel was worse than Legendary so you couldn't play multiple copies? Would have been an unhinged thing to hear. They guarantee a mythic. Oh, yeah, I guess so. That makes sense. Mythic pack. We got Gandalf Goblin's Bane in this one. Pretty good. And Old Fat Spider Can't See Me. Love this card a lot. This is funny. I love the names of the cards. We got Ordinary Bear, Great Fierce Bee, and of course, old decrepit old bird, great ugly looking goblin. The bee is very cute. If we see the bee, we're taking the bee, and that's just what it is. You will have to just deal with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into limited. We're going to do a premier draft, Magic the Gathering, a Hobbit. Let's do it. And that's why I'm your favorite. Glad to hear it. Always glad to hear it. Let's ready up. We have some drafting to do, some cards to consider. Of course, I've seen a lot of the cards in the set, but do I know if they're going to work together? Not really. Okay, so we've got Riddles in the Dark as our rare. Look at, so it's kind of like a Fact or Fiction a little bit. Celebrate the Mountain King, Burn, Tree and Fern, Goblin Town Flunkies. I'm not seeing any great... I'm not seeing anything that pushes us in a specific direction here. I know that Bilbo actually is pretty good. I'm gonna go blue. I mean, this is just only pack 1. I feel like if we go blue, we should maybe just take the rare. This is a good card just regardless. We get some card selection. Pretty neat. Always fun. Troll Negotiation is good. Ragged Short Spear is also good. Goblin Flunkies is a haster that amasses. Basically 2 power for 2 mana. Gandalf is also kind of interesting. All right, let's take the Riddles in the Dark. See how that goes. Ooh, we got Fateful Discovery. Gathering of Darkness. Bofer D's Goblin D's nuts. Goblin Plate Mail, actually really good common. I like Fateful Discovery as a card. I don't think it's actually going to be that impactful in Limited. So I actually don't think that I take that. What am I if not for forcing a Rakdos card? It's a 5, yeah, just like Hunter's saying, it's a 5 mana do nothing enchantment. I just don't like it for Limited. I think we're gonna take the Goblin Plate Mail. I like this card a lot. You get a 2/1 with Menace. Then here we've got Ravenhill Flock, Dwarven Mauler, Chief War, Dwarven Provisioner, Dwarven Short Sword. A lot of dwarf stuff. We could also get this Chief Warg. It's so early in this that we really don't know what we want to be doing. Let's do... I'm gonna do Tidings of War. Tidings of War is cool. It's interesting to me. I like Dreaded Backcloud a lot. I could see... I actually think here the picks might be one of these 2 goblins. I actually do think that. You could also say Dreaded Backcloud is one of the good one of the better cards here. Which actually might just be a reason enough to take it, just because it can cost 2. It's a 4/2 with flying and death touch. That's almost always a way to win a game. I actually think we will take this Dreaded Backcloud. It's pretty good. And now we're waiting. See, my fault here is that oh, all right, Great Fierce B. We said we're taking it, and we're going to take it. It doesn't matter that I maybe like some of these cards more. I said what I said. Sorry, I got stuck in a control mirror, but I'm here. The excuses just pile on and on. Welcome, Clark. Glad to have you here. We're taking the B. I would almost want to take Gollum the Abandoned here, but I don't think he's honestly that good. Iron Hill Stewart is Stalwart is really good. Gundabat Opportunist is also good. And you also have Long-Bodied Grey Dog. I got that long-bodied Grey Dog in me. Um, it also could be early enough that like maybe we do. It could be argued that we could pivot to dwarves, but I don't really think that's too much of an interest right now. I do want to take this ragged short spear. I like this a lot. Maybe we could go. Gray color is not recommended. I'm actually going to put riddles in the dark in the sideboard just for now. I think we could go like splash a little bit of white. I think we could. Golem Silent Stinker. There he is. But we also have Well-worn Spatula. We're just gonna be a goblin. We're gonna be a goblin equipment deck. That's what we're gonna be. No, we do kind of need some bodies. I mean, we have technically, we have 4 things that give us bodies right now. Maybe we do the keep the well spatula. Gain 2 life is not bad. We'll see if it sticks. Get some card draw. I think Rage into the Valley is decent. Draw a card, lose a life, and get at least a 2/2 for 3 mana. That many things for that much of a card doesn't seem bad. Here, I'm not sure. Let me play this bird. We could also do this splash into white with Vow to Erebor. But we need dwarves. Is it at its worst, it's a combat trick. We'll just take that for now. Gathering Darkness is really good for limited. We get a creature from graveyard to hand and amass 3 for 4. I think we take that. Let's just do this Dwarven Provisioner. Front Porch Sentries. We'll see what this last pick is going to be here. Yeah, so I think we're doing red-white or red-black with a splash of white. We probably will cut the white more than anything, but we can keep into consideration. I do really like Gundabad Opportunist, so we keep that not. We could do this tap land. No, we're going to see more tap lands. We're going to see more. All right. See, now pack 2 here. This is very dwarfy. This is very dwarfy. We don't have a lot of direct removal. So I think here Thorin is really good. Thorin is really good. So is Glowin. But I kind of just want this Stir Up Trouble because we just need some. I feel like we do need some strict removal in this deck so far, and we don't have any. Actually, yeah, we don't have any at all. So I think we're just gonna take this for now and see. There's gonna be removal though, right? I have a good number. That is Bofer. That is Bofer beats. Okay. We already took 1 B. I don't think we're gonna take a second B so far, especially with the cards I'm seeing here. We do want Bulk's Company. That is a really good card. Oh, Desolation of Smaug, really good. 3 damage to each non. We just need a board wipe. Board wipe is good. I guess Bilbo Luckware apparently has been doing a lot of really good stuff. We start to drop the white and add in a splash of blue instead. We are very black heavy currently, and this is a very red card. I'm going all over the place. We can't cast dragons. What if we get a dragon? At its floor, it's a 4-mana wipe. Luck Bearer is kind of cracked. Let's take the Luck Bearer and see how our luck treats us. There's another. Jesus. I should have taken the... Darn. Dory seems good. Enters Mega Treasure. We also have Pinecone Strike. I think Pinecone Strike is actually the way to go. Good removal. Exiles, or we can destroy an artifact token. There's a good amount of artifact token making. Treasures and the equipment tokens. Esgroth Garrison, a good card. With the number of creatures you control when it enters you recruit. That's pretty good. If you're going pretty wide, that seems like a good card, yeah. And it's a soldier. I think it's probably worth doing. I don't really like too much here. Maybe we just do need more bodies. Monk's Fury. Decent combat trick. Let's do that. Let's do another front porch sentries. Old Fat Spider can't see me. Let's do... Let's take this Golem. You don't like Old Fat Spider can't see me? Here's another freaking Golem. That is a problem with these small sets. Let's get Dory, because I did want to get Dory beforehand. So we're going to grab it. I don't want the old fat spider to see me. I don't want him to see me. Stony Voice Goblins, Reverent Howl, target player draws 2 cards and loses life. Or we get target creature gets +2/+2 lifelink. I think we'll get that. We're not fat shaming the spiders. Jeez. All right, we're gonna take this Stir Up Trouble. It's gonna be good. And then let's get another Tidings of... Listen, okay, the spider can be fat. That's not a problem. We don't have any problem with the spider being fat. Desolation of Smaug coming back. We'll go ahead and grab that. Do you guys think anything about when people say smog versus Smaug? I'm bringing negative connotations to the old and fat. Is that me? I don't think that I am. Let me make myself smaller. I didn't notice so large on the screen. I like that he's old and fat. I think that's good. I'm just gonna take this Giant's Boulder. Maybe it's a reverent title. Spiders are constantly trying to eat and survive, so getting to be old and fat is a title of honor. Exactly. I think that's great. Another well-worn spatula. I always said smog. Glowing and glowing like groin. Probably always will. All right, pack 3. Can we get the great goblin? Doesn't seem like so. Okay, we have Glowing. Welcome, draft. You did miss the start, but we're not too far. And we're on pack 3 of this draft. I think, honestly, Glowing could be really good here. 3 mana, deal 1 damage to each creature our opponents control, and then from later on, he adds 2 red mana every turn. That seems good. I think we'll take that. Another freaking Fateful Discovery showing up everywhere. Let's get Crude Bent Blade. Maybe. We can also get this guy, Large Bear. We can cast him. It's a good top end. I don't call anyone out on saying things wrong because I refuse to call Loran the third path anything but Lorraine. Tolkien said to never laugh at a living dragon, but Smaug is dead, so who cares if we disrespect him? Yeah, you show that dead dragon. Ooh, the Lord of the Eagles is such a good card. I like this guy. Let's get another Stony Voice Goblin. This is kind of, we're kind of all, oh, that was the only Stony Voice Goblins we picked? I thought we had been picking some. Whoopsies. I'd been meaning to. I think this is a set that if we do another draft on, I think we want to just do, I think we want to do pick 2. Oh, Bolg. Bolg of the North. There we go. That's that. That's the uncommon that we want. That Evelyn girl kind of types cute. Hey, sir, hold on. Sir, can you not be so thirsty in my chat, okay? Take that somewhere else. Jeez. These people. Let's do another Fun Porch Centuries. Here's some Goblin pair, real good. This is getting easy. All right, we see Goblin, we pick Goblin. It happened. I just laughed so hard I woke up Cal while he's sleeping. Oh, poor Cal. I actually think, yeah, we'll take another Stir Up Trouble. Good removal. Tidings of War seems for this format. It is a 1/1, and then it has flashback. I didn't just take. You know what? Let's get another B. Another Gundabad Opportunist. While we finish this draft, I have been playtesting my sleeveless rubber band deck a lot on Convoke. This thing is fun. It's really fun. I was playing earlier and there was this guy playing, it was a Jeskai deck. I forget the name of the commander, but it kind of is like a chaosy kind of thing where when it enters, you choose left or right and players can only attack in that direction. And then he was just playing a lot of chaos. He played this one card, I forget what it was called, but it was so much fun. It was, we had to flip a coin, and whoever lost a life, and whoever won gained a life, and then got to choose to do it again. This doesn't matter. Let's do Esgaroth Garrison if we're still going. And we just kept going, and we got to the point where eventually I just kept winning a lot of the coin flips because he'd chosen me. I was very much the problem at the table. And he had died because we got up to the point where he lost 18 life, I think, at one. Let's take out Adder Cop because we're not going to play that. We're gonna play Bilbo Luckwear because we're gonna be splashing white as our splash color. I think we have too many 4-drops. Second here. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking something up. Okay. So I think we definitely have too many 1-drops. I think we're going to cut the Spatulas and the Giant's Boulder. We're gonna go on one of each of these. Stir up trouble and tidings of war. I have 1 to 2 of these guys, and then we've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards here. Let's go down a couple of the centuries. I don't think we need a whole play set in this. I like the spatula, okay? One of these days I'm just gonna run it. I'm just gonna run it on my only one job. We're gonna see what happens. You're gonna see. We're gonna dump this Dwarven Provisioner. I think the only white cards we want to play are Vow to Erebor and Esgroth Garrison, if any. I could honestly see us just cutting the white out, actually. Let's do that. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards in the 2-mana slot. I think that's pretty decent. And then 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty decent. Let's take a look at these 4 drops. Low and the Mighty. Distillation of Smaug. Do we even really play this? We're gonna dump Gollum, one of the Gatherings, I think Desolation of Smaug, and one of these Opportunists. So we've got Thorin, Glowin, which I think these are pretty good. We have how many equipments? 1, 2. We only have 2 equipments. So Thorin probably actually isn't really that good. Unless we add the spatulas back in. Maybe let's actually add another Gundabad Opportunist and then we dump Thorin, because I think just Thorin only really makes sense if we have a ton of equipment. He is a Trampler, so that could be something. If we have one of our Goblin Plate Mails out, do we only draft? Yeah, we only drafted 1 Plate Mail. So out of only 2 equipments out of the whole deck, I think that's not. Yeah, I think we're gonna dump Thorin. We're just gonna go full goblins plus Ori and Glowin, just because they're good ones. Actually, okay, I say it. This beat card is good. 3 mana 2/2 flyer, and then we get to scry whenever creatures die. Like, that is a good card. 9 swamps, 8 mountains. Yeah, this feels good. This feels decent to me. Like 2 essentially flat removal spells. We have 2 of these stone front porch sentries, which could be removal. Dreaded Bat Cloud is good. We got Bulk's Company. I feel like this is decent. Let's rock it and see how we do. All right, let's try it out. We think I'm cooked. We're up first. We don't have black mana, which kind of stinks. We do have 2 things that we could potentially cast even still on red mana. So I think we keep. Ooh, look at this new map. This is cool. Lake Town. How much interactability is there? Not a lot. Not a lot of interactability. But I like this. This is cool. We're playing on water. Here's our Goblin Army. Another mountain. Swing. Let me turn the music down. There we go. Dane, Lord of the Iron Hills. All right, we will not block with our army. We need a black man desperately. Ooh, the storied animation is cool. Oh my gosh, are you? Okay. Well, we will amass goblins 3. So we now have a 4/4. We'll swing the 4/4. Long-bodied gray dog. Now they are storied. They have an enduring story. So now we have to pay 1 to attack per creature. He has a vigilance. Well, we are going to block the 4/3 and amass 4. So now we have a 7. Now we have an 8/8. They're going to have to chump here. No more long-bodied gray dog for them. They did it, not me. Owen the Brave. Dory. Playing their whole hand. Nori. Even. All the dwarves. I think dwarves and goblins seem like they're like the 2 archetypes that are going to really stick out and limit. All right, we got a swamp. We got a swamp. We are going to, I think we want to do, Stony Voice Goblins. They don't have any trample. They do have some trample. I think what we wanted. They would lose a lot if they. All right, we're gonna attack and see what happens here. Okay, they just blocked with the door. Okay, that's fine. Then we are going to play Stony Voice Goblins. Have them discard a card. It's Iron Hill Stewart. We're gonna block the 4/3 here. Get another swamp. All right, we're doing it. We're doing it. And I think we're gonna go ahead and play both of these bees. Swing with our 8/8. Oh, we can't. Can't. Okay, so we have an 8/8 blocker. That's right. Next turn, we're gonna get rid of that Dane. It's a big Dane in our butt. Ah. This map is cool. I like that we're just playing on the water. Smaug! Oh, they did not attack. Interesting. I think what we are going to do. We just need to play a Death Touch. I wish we could double spell here. Okay, we're gonna play Bolg. Yeah, we gotta kill Smaug. So we are going to do, we're gonna sacrifice our 8/8. Deal that damage to Smaug. We're gonna scry. I think we do want this mountain, because then we get to Dreaded Bat Cloud and Rage into the Valley next turn. I think that's right. Yeah? I think so. Keep those on top. Alright, Smaug is gone. And we have a 5/5. Alright, we will still keep these on top. And then we will not attack. Can't. Or at least we shouldn't. I really wanted to get rid of Dane, because that's going to be a problem. Alright, they're trying to find something. What are you looking for? They will skip combat. Probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and play that, and we will... I think we go to combat first. Let's swing everything except for Bolg. Oh, I forgot we have to pay to attack. Shoot. Does that mess up the math? I don't think it. I think it does. Yeah, I think that does mess up the math. I thought that I would have sworn they would have. Maybe if we full sent. Yeah, that's our fault. Yeah, I mean, we don't survive here. I shouldn't have swung. That's my bad. I forgot that I had to pay to attack. Gosh darn it. Okay. So I think we need to change the ratio of lanes based off of what we saw there. I think we just add a swamp, take away a mountain. Because what's our distribution? It's 70% black, 48% red. Maybe we even do just one more. Maybe we do 11. Is this too drastic to have 11 swamps and then 6 mountains? Maybe we do 7 and 10. 7 and 10 maybe. And then was there anything from the pool that maybe we felt like maybe we needed a little bit more of? I don't think so. I can't think of anything necessarily. I'm not gonna put in the spatula. I'm not gonna put in the spatula, Hunter. What? You just hate the spatula. It's 1 mana, gain 2 life, and you get +1/+1. Not even that bad. Actually, it's a good card. Okay. Clark, back me up. Clark, Evelyn, please back me up on this spatula. Okay. This is probably better. It's better to be stuck on swamps, I think, in this deck than it is to be stuck on mountains. Evelyn just said Hunter might be a bigger hater than me. Hunter can definitely be a bit of a hater when he wants to be. I think just the right amount of hating. Honestly, I'm just glad it's not Marvel. I'll take it all. That's fair. All right, Stony Voice Goblins. Go ahead and discard a card. Let's see what you're up to. Are they dwarves or are they goblins? Are we getting a mirror match? And are we going to be shown a much better deck than ours? Probably. White. Okay, Velvet Winged Butterflies. So that's somebody that, yeah, they're dwarves. Okay. Let's go ahead and play the Fearsome Goblin pair. And we will pass. Bomber. Swing with Nori. I will block with Fearsome Goblin pair. Now we get a 4/4. Nothing here that we can do. Let's swing with the 4. Will you block with Bomber? I think they're thinking about it. They're thinking about blocking with Bomber. They do not block. Interesting choice. Right, they just need one more thing to get an enduring story. Enduring Story is so easy to get. Like, it feels like it takes no effort at all for something that, like, is, like, a pretty good effect on most of these creatures. Like, I think that's kind of crazy. There's their Enduring Story. Like, maybe dwarves really are something here. I think we're going to block the 5/3 and then take 4 land. Front porch sentries. We will play this here. Then no attacks. You need another land. That would not be bad. Getting another. I think we draft again. Obviously, it always depends, but I kind of want to try dwarves. Eagle of the Great Shelf. Well, like, white seems pretty good in this set. When this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 for each other creature you control. That's insane. And it's also insane that we're not getting any freaking lands. Evelyn, and if you so help me, I say anything about the amount of lands. I'm running the recommended, which is more than I usually would. Even for a deck that's like this low of a curve. Oh, we're back with the shell. That's 5 in the can't block. True. Guys, the dwarves do not say Tolkien creature. Gosh, I think we just lose this game. Play a mountain. You're gonna move the short sword to the eagle. That would make sense. Man, okay. Maybe the land ratio was right. I don't know. It's so hard to tell. Ugh. This game is hard. They should have just full swung. I think they had lethal swung. Stony Voice Goblins, we get a blocker, but it's not going to matter because they have a flyer. Goodbye. Oh. All right, this is not turning out well. Not turning out well at all. We're gonna keep the change that we made. Let's see. Give it one more shot. I made sure to have enough for a second draft. You've got to be kidding. All right, we're going to mulligan. Okay, this is something we will keep. And we will dump the Gundabad Opportunist. No, let's put Bulk bottom. Yeah, Bulk at the bottom. Okay. All right, now we're getting the mirror match. Ravening Warg. And let's do the front porch sentries. Let's play a mountain. And then let's go ahead and swing. Really thought they would block. Okay. This is an instant, so we'll just keep up our mana. think what we're gonna do here, we're gonna Ravening or Pinecone Strike this Ravening Warg. He can deal 4 damage to us, is fine, but I don't want them to have, or 5 damage to us. Sorry, but I don't want them to have ferocious payoffs. Let's play Swamp, and then we'll play the Gundabad Opportunist. Sell the top card. Gathering of Darkness. Okay. Up our blocker. Gordy. And the Great Fierce Bee. Oh no. Kind of have like a, it's like a mute deck. Interesting. Swing. I know they got the bee. We're ruined. They get to scry. Only they knew that I know this simple little trick. We're gonna play this dreaded Bat Cloud. It's a 4/2 flying death touch. Yeah. You better freaking be scared. Should have cast this guy. Darn. Goblin Town Flies. We'll get a 6/6. Another Great Fierce Bee. Oh no. Well, we will block the. Just gonna block them. No, yeah, because they get value. It doesn't matter. I think we've still lost this game. I know our bat can die to a bee. It's unfortunate. Sony Voice Goblins. Just for another blocker. And we're not even going to attack because we're in a bad spot. Desolation of Smaug. We lose. Dang it. Oh wait, no. It gets -1/-1 until end of turn. We do not lose. But we need we need our removal spell real bad. Real bad. Ah, dang it. Rough draft. We went 0-3. That sucked. That sucked really bad. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, we're going to do a pick 2 draft now. Because I said that we would. That was really bad. Really bad. We just got hosed. All right, pick 2 draft. It's not that goblins suck, because I've actually already seen that a lot of goblin decks have done like some trophy decks. It's that my drafting ability sucks, and that's something that has been consistent since we've started this stream. Okay. This time I think we're gonna go dwarves and equipment. We're gonna do Thorin and Glowin. Actually, let's do creature and removal. Let's go with that classic line. Getting Thorin, do you want to grab the equipment? We're going to see more equipment. I think equipment is something we're going to be able to see a lot. We're going to take this goblin plate mail. We're not necessarily going goblins. Listen, okay. If it calls to me, it calls to me. But I actually am liking what we're seeing here so far. So we're going to do Dwarven Mauler and the goblin plate mail. Thorin doesn't matter too much, I think. We want to see some of the really good equipment too in this set. That's what we want. But we're not seeing them. Let's go ahead and do Thorin's Last Stand. And sorry, I'm doing it. Can't stop me this time. You can threaten me. Can't stop me. Okay. Dwarven Short Sword is really good, and Ragged Short Spear. Although, okay, I think we'll maybe take this equipment here, and we'll take this Iron Hills, because I don't want to get so color screwed again. I saw an article today about a Rebecca Gay deck where every card has her work on. I would do John Avon, and I have actually built that deck. Well, I haven't built it. I made a list for it. But yeah, I did do that. It was it seems actually pretty good. A lot of John Avon has done a lot of mass land destruction cards. Let me tell you that. So it's a bracket 4 on its own. Either that or Dominic Mayer. But I think he just needs more cards. We're gonna do these two, I think. Dominic Mayer, really good. Kieran Yanner, I think you could probably do. Okay, let's do a Thor's map is actually Dane Ironfoot, really good rare, and I guess maybe we take this Bomberg. That was really herb. We also need some 3 mana spells. We're currently really high on 4 manas. I think we're gonna do Bomber and Dane. Thor's map, I hope we see again because it is pretty good. Pretty good. Getaway Barrel, we're not gonna run. It's just not good enough. Let's do the Black Arrow, and Dwarven Provisioner actually is pretty decent. The only reason I'm not going for this equipment, I think, is because we just have so many 4 mana spells already. We're already gonna need to start cutting down a lot on them. We're gonna go for this 2 and a 3. Peter Moorbacher. I don't think I've ever. I'm sure maybe I've seen some of the cards that they've done, but nothing that I can recall off the top of my head. Ooh, Iron Hills Blacksmith and Ori both seem like they're going to be really good here. Especially having Iron Hills Blacksmith have an equipment. It doesn't enter attached, but it's a 1/1 double strike. So it's essentially a 2/2. That's pretty good. Dwarven Matic seems good. And we'll get this Dwarven Provisioner as well. Thorin's Last Stand. And Velvet Wing Butterflies could be good. I think this deck might. Yeah, this deck is, I think, already. It's so weird when you have like such a limited set because there's so little variance. We just take both these because we have to. Wizard Staff is good. Wish we could play that. We're gonna take another Iron Hills and then another Celebrate the Mountain King, maybe. Bogus God of Slaughter, you say? That I'm familiar. See, now where were these goblins when we were doing our goblin draft? We're gonna do Feely and Vow to Erebor. Seems good. Animar. Okay, yeah. Start seems. I'm just taking a look. Ooh, he did the art for Sire of Insanity. Tybalt. Yeah, not enough cards for a full deck. Only 50 cards. What makes it so good about John Avon is he did art for Progenitus, so you get Wooburg, which opens up your possibilities for the deck a lot more. Ooh, Sting. This is what we wanted to see, is Sting, and then maybe I think Magnificent End could be. It's a 2 mana 5 damage spell. That kills like all of the Smogs. Yeah. Let's do Thorin Oakenshield. And let's just get another Dwarven Shortsword, I guess. We'll do Velvet Wing Butterflies and Smog. I don't think we Smog in the long run, but we'll see. Like a commissioned artist to do a deck, it would definitely be Kellogg's Loops. Yeah, Kellogg's Loop is really good. Let's do Ori and Long Body Grey Dog. Smog's Fury in a Plains. Okay. We have some cutting to do on deck build. So let's go ahead and full screen this. We're going to take out Gandalf. Take out Patient Instructor. Our 2 manas and our 4 manas are our biggest concerns here. But we don't have anything 5. I guess we do have 5. We have Smog. The Spewful. Dwarven Provisioner, it's a mana sink. We'll just keep one of them. Goblin Town Flunkies we can get rid of. Viking Mission Artist, it would be Phoebe Wall. She did a tiny secret layer and it was so perfect. What did Phoebe? Oh yeah, the Alayla secret layer. Yeah. She also did a card, Grub's Command. Seeing, yeah, I really like that art. Let's get rid of one of these Velvet Butterflies. Maybe one of these Oris. I think we'll get rid of the Goblin Plate Mail. I do like it, but maybe just not now. Erebor. Sending it to get signed by her. That's awesome. What a guy that Clark did. Dwarven Provisioner. I think we just cut Dwarven Provisioner. Just doesn't seem that good. Alright, now our 4 mana spells. I think we keep Thorin. Gundabat Opportunist we can get rid of. Lone's good. Thorin's Last Stand. Let's get rid of one of those. 8-ton Toymaker. We can get rid of both of these. And then let's get rid of one of the Celebrate the Mountain Kings. Beely seems good, actually. Get rid of one of the short swords. All right, so equipment, that brings us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And then technically 7 because Iron Hills gets blacksmith. So that makes Thorin a lot more viable. Then we have 8 plains, 7 mountains, and then 2 of these tapped dual lands. I think that seems about right. Okay. Let's try it. I'm maybe a little bit more confident on this one, but we'll see. I did think that pick 2 felt a lot better for this small of a set. As much as I kind of hate to say that. Okay, this is a good hand. This is a good opening hand. We don't have anything that pays off on storied, but we do get Iron Hills Blacksmith. We have some removal. We have a good chunk removal. So yeah, I think we keep that. All right, so they're on goblins. So yeah, we definitely need to be on the watch for Last Light of Durin's Day out early. Oh, that's not good for us. Okay. Let's go ahead and play Iron Hills Blacksmith. And we'll get our equipment, our axe ready. Last Light of Durin's Day. We've been played. Edict us. That's unfortunate. Okay. Plains. Let's do the Dwarven Mauler. And then we get to equip for free. That's pretty good. They don't have more removal? Actually, the thing is that... Oh my gosh, more removal. Did they just draft all removal? We'll play a mountain and then we'll... Destroy target artifact and I want that die. Man. I think we just gotta keep up. All right, they can blow up our axe. That's fine. Jeez. All right. Plains. So maybe we don't have enough creatures. All right, we'll play this Well-Worn Spatula. Gain 2. Then we'll pass. Iron Hill Stewart. Spatula. GG, man. They're not even ready. Serena Malion is very good. Very good. I love her art so much. All right, we're going to exile this Stalwart. Then we draw and discard. Oh, we recruit. I've totally missed the part where we recruit. Let's get rid of Smaug's Fury. And then we'll equip. Look at that. Look at that, Hunter. We have a 2/2 soldier. That's right. They're not even ready. Bothersome Noisemaker. Who is that? I don't care. Gosh. I should have cared. I should have cared. Okay. Well, we will go ahead and... Beyond the Quiet is some of the best art in the game. I very much agree. We are going to exile the Bothersome Noisemaker. And then let's... I want to cast Bomber, but I just fear that... I feel like they are just going to have more removal. I don't know. We'll see. Iron Hill Stewart. It's not removal, so... That's something at least. No blocks. Let's swing. Are they going to want to trade? No, gosh dang it. That'll work someday. Okay. We are going to play Dwarven Matic. And then we'll cast Thorin. Put everything on Thorin. And then deal 6 damage to this Steward. Alright. We're stabilizing. He has Ward 1. We do have an Enduring Story now. Which only matters for Bomber currently. He doesn't, yep. Ooh. Yeah. Let's play Dane. We're gonna make an axe. We're gonna equip that to Thorin. And then we're gonna attack with both of these guys. We have a double striker. Oh, we have to... Okay, so Dane has to attack to get them. Okay, I see. Let's go ahead. Spatula did help us a lot, actually. Spatula helped a lot. What can I say? All right, let's see what opponents got. So Dane, I should have read more. When Dane attacks, each equipped attacking creature gains double strike until end of turn. Okay. I thought it was like when you attach the equipment, that creature. All right, they are going to not swing. We are going to move the Well-Worn Spatula over to Dane. So they have something that can cast an instant speed. And then we'll go to combat. Oh, I think the only thing that... Yeah, it's just that they can... All right, we will attack. All our stuff gets double strike. What have you got, opponent? Can you pay the ward cost? Yes. Does it matter in the long term? Probably not. All right, opponent scoops. All right. So that did feel quite a bit better. We did keep a little bit of a risky hand, and opponent had a lot of removal, but we stabilized so well, I think. Yeah, last light of Durin's Day, not good. It's probably just not good. I think it'll see play in maybe bracket 2 game of Command. I think unless you're playing like mono red in like draft, which is very bad idea. You probably just can't play enough mountains to get it to ever trigger. Because I don't think this is a particularly fast limited format from what we've seen so far. And maybe I could be wrong there, but yeah, I don't think it's that worth it. Good hand. Got Bomber again, Smog, Iron Hills, Mountains. Yeah. Oh, they're on the Spatula. We're cooked. We're cooked. Best case scenario, you get to tutor up Smog on turn 8. Yeah. That's like best case scenario, yeah. Dakota's right. We just concede. They attack with Thorin. We just block with Iron Hills Blacksmith. Ah, never mind. No, we can't block. No. We'll take 4. Okay. Play a mountain. Two to equip. That sucks. Okay. We will not attack. We will end the turn. All right, pass to attackers. Block. Iron Hills Blacksmith. Okay, do they have anything tricky to do in response? Does it also have first strike? Oh no, because we have first strike. Duh. As a random artist contestant, a Kuldakar and a Tali Primal Conqueror were drawn by the same artist. Wow. Schmaugschfiri. They have a combat trick of their own. Hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. What the freaking heck, dude? Ah. How was I supposed to know they had Bofer? We didn't get a Bofer. Alright, we'll play Bomber. They all have Ward 1. Owen the Brave. East. It's not looking good. It's not looking good, chat. I'm having Thorin. It's so good. I think we can block. It's unfortunate, like if we block Old Info, he also did the heart for Myrel. Ooh. Say it ain't so. We're gonna auto equip this to Bomber. And then let's equip the axe to Bomber. So we have a 9/5, an 8/5. Axe only gives +1/+. Still no attacks because can't. This guy does luckily this guy has double strike. I think they don't have anything for bomb. We're gonna equip onto Bofer. Full swing. 7, 8. Unfortunately, yeah, we don't have any way around this here. Even if we block one of these 3, they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Every single way that it goes, they. All right, well, we'll just kill Thorin for a dramatic effect. Dang. Okay. Well, that was a little rough, but I think we can. I don't think that was like terribly out of our depth. Mirror match is hard. They had better cards than we did. That's the only thing about Arena Draft is like they don't have the cards that we didn't draft. They just have whatever they drafted. All right, we'll keep this hand. This is actually pretty decent. Dwarven Mauler on 1. We don't have any equipment, but we will get an axe on turn 2. We can equip me. That seems pretty mid hand, actually, my wife says. JK. No, you're not JK. It's a pretty. There's no. We don't have any bombs in this hand. Don't lie to me. My wife is just so much better at this game than I am. She doesn't even play. I will say the times that we've played mood swings together, she doesn't know what she's doing, but she always wins. No spatula. Dakota is correct. We do not have a spatula, and it is unfortunately losing us the game. Except for we just dealt 3 on turn 2, baby. That's right. Velvet Wing Butterflies with in 1. Game's in 1. I'm also in 1. I will play this mountain. I think we're just going to keep up our mana and start just swinging. Just be swinging. They just mono blue, or are they missing a color? They did search for blue, so I think that they are just maybe we're gonna go ahead and celebrate the Mountain King and get rid of Bilbo. Goodbye. And we recruit. Let's discard Smaug's Fury. And opponent scoops. Mono blue can't do what we're trying to do. I don't know, guys. Streaming's hard. You gotta just have a constant stream of thought going, and my thoughts aren't funny. I don't even know why y'all are here most of the time. Dakota says bars. All right, he's giving me my confidence. I'm ready for my solo career. Mixtape dropping soon under the name of Beaufort D's Goblin Bits. Got him. Cinema plus fire. Dakota, I'm glad you're here. Did you know that Rakdos the Muscle was illustrated by the same artist as Connor? I did know that. Greg Staples, yes. That is not a fact that is unfamiliar to me. Except for Greg Staples did the art for the showcase version of Rakdos the Muscle and did the base art for Ratan Haketan and not the showcase, which is kind of unfortunate, but you just kind of got to deal with it. The artist for the base version of Rakdos the Muscle actually has played Rakdos the Muscle as a CDH deck on Play to Win. I found that out while I was like doing research into like how to play the deck in CDH and just in how to play CDH in general. So I thought that was pretty cool, actually. Key to the side door. They get some unblockability. I think this is like pretty good. It does, like, if you get this early, it incentivizes you to just keep picking legendaries of the same kind. And with as small of a set as this is, it seems like it's not a bad idea. All right, we do miss a land drop, unfortunately. I think we're just gonna keep up our mana. Going through commanders from our play group, see what other cards they've done. Very cool. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, need another land drop. Moment of glory, Shay. Nothing we can do about that. Are they gonna make it unblockable? If not, we can still just take out their lookout. Yeah, Greg Stables did do that layer, yeah. They are gonna make Lake Town lookout unblockable. Is Key to the Side Door just like way better than Rogue's Passage as a land? Like 2 mana, tap target creature can't be blocked this turn. That is crazy good. Like it's not going to be that great for Commander because of that second ability. But just 2 mana to make something unblockable seems like it's pretty good. I forgot that we have Magnificent End. cast that at any point. Whoopsies. So we took 3 damage for nothing. Oh my goodness. Okay. He will pass. Cast Golem, Silent Stinker. And I'm assuming just pass. Yep. Are you kidding me, dude? Like, come on. Come on, you know you want to block. Yeah. Yeah, you do. This deck seems better than the Rakdos deck that we built. I do think the Rakdos is going to be really good and limited. I just don't think that this, that the pool that we got was really best suited for it. Did kind of force it a little bit. So let's go ahead and do... We'll swing. See if they make the same mistake. They will not. Okay. They'll take 4, go down to 18. End turn. We have this long-bodied great dog. Can flash in. Like, the art goes past... It's kind of crazy. Sure. It's fine. Cast another Moment of Glory. Sure. Go for it. We're gonna flash in the Grey Dog. We'll block the our Grey Dog. Play a Plains. I wish we had a removal for this Eagle. Unfortunately, we don't. Ooh, reach and first strike until turn? Hold up. That, if we... Okay. So we need 4 mana. Because we need to get rid of this key. Yeah, this Eagle is really good. It's crazy how... We're gonna go ahead and destroy this key to the side door. And leave up our blocker for that token. Yeah, a lot of the Eagles are soldiers. It's interesting. Moment of Glory, sure, that's fine. We're still not going to block her. Okay. And then let's do... One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We deal 10 damage. Okay. Yeah. This might... I don't know. Hopefully, that if they have removal, we're screwed. Okay, no, this is fine. Okay. They think it's good game. Cast Bomber. We attach this axe. Kill their flyer. And then we're going to cast the Dwarven Mauler. Thanks, opponent. Which actually, we're going to go ahead and equip this to the tree so it can die. Two blockers currently for their 3/3. What do you have in your hand, opponent? Is it something meaning? Golem Silent Stinker. And then they'll cast the Stinker again. We're gonna double block this 4/4. Can only kill one thing. I would guess that they're gonna kill Thorin, leave the Mauler alone, which would be kind of ideal, honestly. Yeah, and then we're gonna kill Gollum. Now they are hellbent. We still have creatures in hand. It will destroy the Mauler, that's fine. Go ahead and cast Dane. And then we'll attach the other axe to Dane, so we got a 3/4. Another removal spell. Okay. Let's play Bomber. We'll just keep doing this. All the clue, the base clue equipment or the full art clue. Let's play Thorin Oaken Shield. We have an Enduring Story, so now our stuff all has Ward 1. Attach this other axe to Bomber. Swing for 6. The full art one's nice. Great ugly looking goblin. They're gonna amass 2. And we're gonna cast Smaug. We will not attack. We'll just keep up blocks. Fully block and commit to dying on my next turn, opponent. So you have like a board wipe here. No Reteller of Tales. Good game, opponent. And we win the game with Smaug, the Great Calamity. That felt pretty good. They were black and white, which is definitely not one of the archetypes that you're supposed to play. I know that much. I don't know a lot in this game, but I know that much. Which is good, because that was now we can do one more game. If we had lost somehow, that would have been it. We can still do one more. At least one more. I guess if we win, we can still do more. Yeah, I think pick 2 is going to be the way to go for this format, just because it is a smaller set than ones we've done in the past. Similar to TMNT, we never did Spider-Man. Never will do Spider-Man. Hate that set with a passion. All right, let's go ahead and get ready. Kalamazoo Yoda. That's who we're playing. Opponent goes first. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this, I think. Green. So they're going to be on elves, I think. Green and white. Interesting. Okay. I'll play this mountain, and then let's do this ragged short spear. Let's discard one of these mountains. Draw 2. There we go. Okay, perfect. I was kind of worried about discarding land, but we more than made up for it. All right, we'll play it. And then let's do easy pickings. Deal 1 damage to the Adder Cop. What does it do whenever land gets +1/+1? That's why we took. Okay. Let's go ahead and do another mountain, I think, and then play Glowin. Then we're gonna get a ton of mana. We can even cast Smog this turn. Holy cow. This next turn we can cast Smog on turn 5. It's full Smog. I think we do that. There's no reason not to. Or should we cast the removal spell? Maybe we should hold off on Smog? No, because we don't know if we're gonna be able to get to it again. Smog. I think it's in your best interest to block opponent. Pretty cool that Wood Elves is back in standard, huh? It kind of replaces the Badgermole Cub hole a little bit, I guess. Green is pretty ruined without Badgermole, I would say. It's not looking great for opponent. I will be completely honest. Badger Hole. Bjorn's Hospitality. What does this do? 7 mana, becomes a bear. Okay, sure. Instant enchantment. Let's go ahead and do Dwarven Matic. Attach that to Glowin. And then let's play Bomber. It's not looking good for the opponent, I must say. I know I keep saying that this game, but it really isn't. They're gonna cast Thranduil. Sure. In response, we will Pinecone Strike Thranduil. Sorry, buddy. And they scoop. There we go. All right. Now we're doing good. There we are. We found our niche. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can get a trophy. Oh, we did. That was our 4th. Was that our 4th win? Holy cow. Oh no, I'm not a Boros player. I can promise you that. I don't know. I like this format. Well, cool. We just got packs, and I didn't even realize that we just trophied that. Wow. Selesnya, definitely not. I have played a Boros deck in the past, but I will never play Selesnya. I can promise you that. I can't even say that because the deck that I want to build that's Winnie the Pooh is a Selesnya deck, unfortunately. But it's for theme reasons. It's not because I want to. Smaug the Magnificent. There we go, we pulled it. Smaug the Magnificent actually probably has a place in our mono red Thor deck. Smaug, go in here. Because this makes a decent amount of treasures. Smaug the Magnificent. Maybe just replace one of the Solemns with it. Actually, I'm gonna. There we go. Yeah. What do you think is going to happen to the price of Badger Milk Cub now that's banned? I think it's going to drop. I don't think it's going to drop a crazy amount because Badger Milk Cub is just a really good card. It wasn't just good in standard. It's good in all formats. I think especially still Commander. Like there's definitely a want for it in Commander. I think even like a card like, it never got banned, but Children of the Apocalypse only went up after leaving standard. Yes, this got banned. Which will affect it a bit, but not to the point of like it just dropping to be super affordable, unfortunately. And I don't like, I have seen a lot of people talking about like, maybe this forces control up to the forefront of the format. And I think it definitely like improves, their performance. Probably in the meta, like they don't have as much going against them now, but I don't think that like they just get a free pass. I think a lot of the worst decks, quote unquote, do become better now without Badger Milk Cub. People don't have to run so much small removal that was basically held just for Badger Milk Cubs. So we'll have to see how the format actually develops with brewers and what actually ends up happening to the meta, but I think we're going to see... I think we won't see too much of a shift other than we're going to see a lot less green decks in standard, which is a little unfortunate for green players, but good for me who hates green. All right. With that being said, I do appreciate all of you for joining this episode of Rough Draft. Unfortunately, Rakdos didn't get it through. We're going to try again next week, though. We will for sure, and we're going to do better this week. Going to do better. Anyways, thanks again so much for joining, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you soon. Peace.